Sault College controlling early on as the Bulldogs take the puck here as they get their first rush of the night of the game. Shot set on, near side save. Puck gets bounced out as Adrian holds possession. Pass sent in wide. Bulldogs with it on the right circle, and the Cougars will intercept and they will send it out. As they get a line change in as Adrian sends it into the Cougar zone, and they will switch up as well. 0-0 as we are a little bit over a minute here underway in the Arrington Ice Arena. Adrian controlling the puck as the Bulldogs getting a little rush. 3-on-2 being set up here as the puck will be sent back. No one home as they were looking for a one-timer from number 10, but he could not control. As that puck will be skittered away as the Bulldogs will control. Puck sent into the Cougar zone, and Sault College will take over from there. As they were looking for Vanderman for the Cougars, they couldn't get it to him as it's taken over by number 15, and he'll send it in. Puck sent off the boards as both teams battle for possession in the Adrian zone. Picked up by Vanderman for the Cougars, and then again a pass on net, shoot, scores! Sault College with a beautiful pass set up by Vanderman in front of the net, and the Cougars come on the road and take an early 1-0 lead with 17:45 to play here in the first period. Adrian not able to get the puck out of their zone there. And that leads to the Cougars taking a 1-0 lead. Scoring there was Noah Siri. The Cougars hold possession off of the incoming faceoff. Puck gets dropped back. They rush the zone. Pass near side, shot save made. And the Bulldogs come the other way. As that pass tape to tape couldn't be controlled. Puck gets worked on a big hit there in the boards. But Sault College still holding possession. The captain for the Bulldogs sends number 10 to the ice. As they were looking up for number 24 for the Cougars, couldn't connect the pass. Puck battling in the corner, big hit there. Puck gets worked out to the blue line, shot deflected wide. And a big hit there, and that will force the arm up from the ref, and an incoming penalty for the Bulldogs as the save will be made. And it looks like we're going to have a 2-minute minor set up for the Adrian, as going to the box appears to be the captain, number 12 for the Bulldogs. That's the 6'3" senior defenseman, Kyle Borner. Face-off won by the Cougars as they hold possession on the power play. With a man advantage, one-timer, shot save made by the senior goaltender, Trevor Kalinowski for the Bulldogs. Sault College already up 1-0 here on the road. Face-off coming on the left circle to the right of Kalinowski. As Cole will get booted out of the face-off. Sault College wins it. They'll work it around blue line. Snapshots deflected wide off of number 27 of the Bulldogs. Sault College passing around, holding possession. One-timer being set up. That shot never got on through, deflected by number 5. But Sault College takes possession. As that one-timer will be saved in the chest of Kalinowski, as it looked like Baru for the Cougars didn't get all of that shot. And we'll have a face-off coming in the Adrian zone. Cougars have pretty much held possession throughout of this power play and through the first 4 minutes of this first period. Face-off to the left of Balanowski will be won by Adrian. Battle for it coming in the corner as the Cougars will take it. One-timer being set up. Shoot, scores on the left circle, and the Cougars with a power play goal. And they are now up 2-0 here early on in the first period. A hot start for the visiting Sault College Cougars. Finding the back of the net there was number 16 for the Cougars. That's the 6'2" forward, Brayston Lalonde. And Adrian with an uphill battle to climb here in the Arrington Ice Arena. As Tassoni will be booted out of the face-off circle as Cole will take his spot. Cougars win the face-off. And they'll hold possession as they will bounce the puck around. Sending it up into Adrian's zone with a head of steam. There's Cole sending it out in front, no one home. As Adrian can't control the puck. As that one gets deflected off of a Cougar body. Adrian with a turnover in their own zone. That pass got deflected out in front and the Cougars couldn't control. As they'll send this one in to the Bulldog zone. No line change made for either team there. As the Bulldogs will lose possession as the swarming defense for the Cougars is just too much. Shot sent on, pad save there for Kalinowski. As the Cougars send a pass out in front and a glove save. As line changes will be made for both teams. We have 15-11 remaining here in the first period with the visiting Sault College Cougars coming south of the border and their homeland of Canada to take a 2-0 lead here in the first period. As the Cougars won the faceoff initially, but the Bulldogs with intercepted, coming with a head of steam. Pass it out in front and a beautiful defensive play for the Cougars. Still no one with clean control. Battle for the puck behind the Cougars netminder will be picked up by Sault College. Cougars come down the other way. Lalonde, who had the second goal of the game for the Cougars, is battling for it behind Kalinowski's net. As that pass will be deflected to out as Adrian College will hold possession as they'll dump it in. As that pass was off the mark. Pass sent down, no icing will be called here. As Adrian almost turned it over in their own zone. 3 Cougars, 2 Bulldogs back, and an offsides appears to be called by Adrian. And that'll send a face off to the blue line. Face off coming near the Cougars bench in the Cougar zone. Sault College will win the faceoff. And they will work it up the far board as they can't control for a moment, but then they'll take possession right back. Baru with it at the blue line. He'll circle around the assistant captain with it. Sends it around the boards and behind the net. Deflected back out by a Bulldog. Losing the stick there was number 21 for Adrian as that shot couldn't get to the net as it was about 3 bodies in front with was denying it from getting to the destination. Cougars holding it as they're going to try to work around the net. Shot, save made, puck bounced out as the Cougars will still hold possession for a moment, and then the Bulldogs will take it right back as Adrian now works it up the ice. Puck deflected and intercepted and then sent down as the Cougars will make a line change here. AC with it as they'll work it across the blue line into Cougars zone as that puck will be deflected and then deflected away off the stick of the netminder for the Cougars. Sault College will take it away. They'll send it up the near side. Puck will be dropped back. A nice deke move made there, but hitting the ice was number 23, Cole for the Cougars, and then the puck will be deflected up into the netting, where we'll have a face-off to take place in Adrian's zone. Max Cole, the 6'2 forward for Sault College, will take the face-off here. As puck will be deflected in, and Adrian will hold possession as they'll work it up across the red line, sending it into Sioux's zone. Adrian with it on the left circle. Pass sent in front, no one home. As it's gonna go all the way back in Adrian's zone, and they'll try to clear it out initially. Sault College working their way in, shot save made. And the Bulldogs now hold possession as they work back the other way. As they can't seem to really get much offensive rhythm here, as the arm is up by the ref. And we will have icing here as the puck will go all the way back into the Cougar zone. Face-off coming to the right of the Cougars netminder. Won by Sault College as they've dominated in the face-offs here so far in this one. Puck worked back around, picked up by number 24 of the Bulldogs. Pass center across the crease, and no one home for Adrian. As number 24 sends a shot on net for Adrian. Shot hit the side of the cage, and the Cougars will come up with it. Vanderman with it, as he'll try to saucer a pass in front. It's going to be deflected out to number 19. His shot went wide. Puck bounced off the boards, and Adrian coming with it the other way. That's number 15 with the head of steam. Sent back, shot deflected. Whistle blown. Let's see what the refs have to call. As it looks like we're going to have a face-off in Sault College's zone. Burrow taking, as we know, that's number 10 taking it for the Cougars and against number 23 for the Bulldogs. Face-off won initially by Adrian. They'll hold on. Shot set on. Save made. As the first real opportunity comes there for Adrian, but there was Drew Gregory to stand tall. Face off to the right of Drew Gregory. It's going to be won by the Cougars as they'll try to race into Adrian's zone. Puck sent around. As it's going to be deflected off the board. And then Adrian will work it down the side. Puck drop back for number 8 as he'll send a pass on net. Shoot, scores! Adrian on the board on a deflected puck. And the Bulldogs will get on the board for the first time, as Adrian will draw within 1, as a Cougar will go to the box as well. So it appears Sault College will be down a man. As Sault College struck for 2 goals here early in the first, and about halfway through the first, Adrian will get on the board. As the Cougars still remain up 2-1. As the Cougars will send it down the length of the ice as they'll try to clear it out and waste time on this power play. Adrian now coming down the other way as they'll try to work it across the red line. As puck sent down, Adrian trying to control in the Cougar zone. Picking it up there was number 9 for Adrian, sending a pass to number 10, and that went wide. The Bulldogs with control as they work it around. Up a man here on this power play. Shot set wide. As that guy triggered off of his skate. And then the Cougars will clear it out of their zone. Get a line change here. halfway through on this power play for the Bulldogs. As getting on net and scoring for the Bulldogs as he tumbles, hits the ice off of the ref. And the Bulldogs with a power play goal for number 9, Phil Puglisi. The 5'11" sophomore. And Adrian has knotted it right back up. It was only a matter of time before Adrian was going to find the back of the net on that power play. They had constant pressure throughout. And on 3 shots for your Bulldogs, they have 2 goals compared to 8 for the Cougars. And they found in the back of the net twice. As they turn it over in their own zone, pass it out in front. Save made and almost a dangerous turnover for the Cougars. Right in front of the net, they lose possession. And Adrian now picking up some momentum after a sluggish start here in the Arrington Ice Arena. Face-off won by the Cougars as they will work it around. As that pass sent up ice, but it's going to be intercepted and the Bulldogs will take over. Working down as the pass will be sent out in front, too far behind the intended recipient. As that shot got sent on net, pad save, and another one for the Bulldogs. And that one will be kicked away by Gregory. Here come the Cougars now. As that pass, no one home for the Cougars. As that one sent off the board, but too far behind Vandermeer. And Adrian will send it back down the other way as they'll get a line change here. The Cougars now coming down into the Bulldog zone. As that shot will be set on. Pad save. A rebound opportunity. Oh, a diving stop. Oh, what a play. Puck will be sent out, and they're going to say it hit the net. But an unbelievable stop by Trevor Kalinowski. Standing on his head on that possession. We'll have a face-off coming in the Bulldog zone. As it's going to be won by the Cougars. They'll hold possession as they're going to try to work it around the net. Puck deflected out in front. No one home for the Sault College Cougars. As that pass, that shot will be deflected wide. I believe it was going wide anyway. And the Bulldogs will pick it up. They'll work it down the right wing. Number 24 with a head of steam as he'll send a shot on net. Save made. Rebound opportunity and another one for Gregory. Adrian working the puck around. Down as it's going to be worked around from the right to the left wing. As it will now get out of the zone, and Adrian College will hold initially as a battle for the puck near mid-ice, as it's going to be finally picked up and controlled by Sault College as they work it down the other way. As Strumpy will send a pass on. That is going to be into the center of the ice, but it's going to be intercepted. Adrian working down the other way. Shot save made on the near side by Drew Gregory. As Adrian tried to work it into the slot, but couldn't do it successfully. As we approach the 7-minute mark here in the first period in the Arrington Ice Arena, 2-2 game between the visiting Sault College Cougars and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Adrian College will try to take possession away from the Cougars. There's a battle for it around the right circle. Sault College eventually picks it up and they'll send it around. As hitting the ice there was a Cougar. As Adrian tried to hold possession at the red line, couldn't do so successfully. Here come the Cougars with a good looking opportunity, but that shot was sent wide. Burrow sends it over to Jackson as he'll just send it down the length of the ice as a the Cougars are in the midst of a line change there. This one sent back down by Barbo. Battle for it along the boards. A Bulldog player hits the ice. No penalty called. Here come the Cougars the other way. Lost control of the puck. It was number 15 for Sault College. Here come the Bulldogs the other way on the right wing. Shot save made. Rebound opportunity out in front. No one home for Adrian. And it's going to be controlled by the Cougars. This one going to be sent off the board and into the netting, as we'll have a face-off near the Cougar zone. Face-off coming near the blue line of the Cougars, as it's going to be won and picked up by Adrian as they're working around the far boards, and they'll send a, as they'll dump it into the Cougar zone, but Sault College there to pick it up. Lawrence will circle as his pass was off the mark, but they will be able to hustle back and then pick it up from there. Puck sent in by number 5 of the Bulldogs. As this one sent up into the netting and out of play, and a whistle will be called. Face-off coming to the left of Gregory, the goal. This will be the netminder for the Cougars. Face-off will be deflected and won by the Cougars initially, but a big hit there, and Adrian takes over possession. Pass it in front of the net as it's going to be deflected, and Sault College clears it down. And then the Bulldogs send it right back into the zone. Sault College will turn it over in their own zone as the Bulldog lost his footing there. And a battle for the puck on the far boards, as it's going to be eventually picked up by Adrian. Shot sent on net. Easy save made there for Gregory. As number 22 sends his pass in front. Scores! Adrian with 3 unanswered in the first, and they have taken a 3-2 lead. A beautiful pass sent on by number 22, Devin Whitaker of the Bulldogs, right to number 18, Matthias Match, the 6'1", 207-pound freshman from the Czech Republic. And the Bulldogs go up 3-2 with 4:08 to play in the first period. And a surge of momentum after going down 2-0 for the Bulldogs. Adrian wins the ensuing face-off and will send it into the Cougar zone. Big hit behind the net, and the Cougars lose possession. Shot sent out by number 19, deflected wide. Never got through. Bulldogs battling as that shot will be deflected wide as well. This one sent down. No icing will be called. Ref waves it off. Adrian now trying to work it back the other way. Battle for the puck will be picked up by the Bulldogs at the blue line, and they'll send this one in to the Cougar zone and make a line change from there. Here comes Max Cole for the Cougars, as this one will be sent around the net, and they will not be able to clear it out. A big hit at the blue line. And the puck will be picked up 2-on-2 for the Bulldogs. Get it up through is number 9. Shot, save made. Rebound opportunity, a scrum in front of the net. And it'll be picked up as some pushing and shoving will ensue by the Cougars and the Bulldogs. And the physicality picks up here with 3:07 to play in the first period. A beautiful looking opportunity to go up 4-2 for the Bulldogs, but a beautiful save by Drew Gregory for Sault College keeps it at a 1-goal margin. Face-off coming in the Cougar zone, as it'll be won by the Bulldogs. Shot set wide of the net, as Sault College battling for possession with the Bulldogs. Puck will be deflected out and picked up at the blue line by Adrian, but it's going to be taken away to breakaway here for the Cougars. Shot set on, blocker save made by Kavalowski, as it's going to go off the top of the boards, and it's going to go out of play, but a beautiful looking opportunity there for Sault College. But Trevor Kalinowski holds strong with 2:42 to go in the first period. Face-off coming to the right of Kalinowski, as it's going to be won by the Bulldogs in their own zone, and they'll send this one down. Racing forward is number 27, beats the icing for the Bulldogs. Hit behind the net and picked up by the Cougars. As the Cougars coming in with a rush on the left wing, shot save made by Kalinowski, and Adrian will hold as they'll try to set up their offense. Bulldogs with it as they'll lose possession in their own zone. One-timer set on, scored by the Cougars. And in a back and forth first period, the Cougars have tied it right back up at 3 on a bad turnover by Adrian in their own zone. Goal was scored by number 10, Mark Tasson, the 6-foot forward for the Cougars. 6 goals scored here in the first period, 3 by each team. And we are all knotted up. Adrian wins the face-off coming out of the Cougars' goal, as this pass will be sent behind number 12 of Adrian. This will be number 22, but he battles and takes it away in the Cougars' zone. Gets a shot on net, blockered away. And another good-looking opportunity there for the Bulldogs. Couldn't capitalize. Number 4 sends a shot on net, never got through, and the Bulldogs looking to hold possession in the Cougars zone, but it's going to be deflected up, as the Cougars now in the Bulldog zone. Couldn't get a puck on net there, and it's going to be deflected, as Lawrence could not keep it in for the Cougars, and they're going to say it was offsides. As we approach the end of the first period, we still have 1:17 to play in the Arrington Ice Arena and a 3-3 tie. Face-off will be initially won by the Bulldogs, but they'll turn it over as the Cougars now with a rush into Adrian territory. Shot sent wide, as Adrian along the far boards, that pass will be off the mark, and they're going to call an icing with 56 seconds to play. And a big face-off coming here in the Bulldog zone. Shots are almost dead even. It's 11 for the visiting Cougars. It's 12 for the visiting Cougars, 11 for your Bulldogs. But the only score that matters are the goals, and it's 3-3 deadlocked here in the first. Face-off won and picked up by the Cougars. They'll work it to the blue line. Barbro sends a shot on net, got deflected, and they're going to wave it off. They're going to say it was a high sticking on Sault College. No goal, as it'll be waved off by the referee, and we will hold at a 3-3 tie. Almost with a big late goal there for the Cougars, but not to be, as a high sticking will wave it off. Cougars now trying to work into Adrian's territory. Puck sent along the boards. Number 2 for the Bulldogs controls, but sends it right to a Cougar. That shot got set on net, but a save made there, as it'll be sent down the other way. No icing and a beautiful hustle play there by number 2 of the Bulldogs. He'll send it around. Adrian with it. 15 seconds to go in the period, and the puck will be sent up into the net. And the bench was loving that hustle by number 2 of the Bulldogs. That was Dominic Yamarino, the sophomore from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, showing off the great wheels to clear off the icing. Big face-off in the Cougars' territory, won by Sault College. Puck sent around, 7 seconds to go. Battle for it as Adrian College trying to get control. They can't. Puck will be sent to the far boards, and the buzzer will sound, and we will head to intermission in a back and forth first period, with the Cougars going up 2-0 early, and then 3 unanswered sent by the Bulldogs, and then the Cougars answered with one of their own late in the third, as we are all knotted up here 3-3 in the Arrington Ice Arena, as we will take a short intermission here on ACTV. welcome you back here on ACTV as your Adrian College Bulldogs and the Sault College Cougars are all knotted up at 3 apiece as we are just about ready to get set here in the second period of action as Trevor Kalinowski, the senior goaltender, and Drew Gregory for the Cougars have both been kind of been inconsistent, making some very spectacular and good-looking saves, but then also 3 goals apiece allowed in the first period, so still work to be done as we get ready to open up the second period. As this face-off will be between number 28 of the Cougars and number 23 of the Bulldogs, and it's going to be won by Adrian College as they'll turn it over right away though, but then regain possession. And then a whistle will be blown by the ref. And I believe we're going to have an offsides. Face-off coming at the blue line of the Bulldogs. As we're just getting underway here in the Arlington Ice Arena for the second period of action between the Sault College Cougars and your Adrian College Bulldogs. The Cougars with it, they'll just bounce it in as it's going to be played behind the net as Adrian College turn it over in their own zone. Shot set on, save made. And there's a bit of some pushing and shoving going on in front of the net. Ref gets in between the two that were battling, and we're going to have a face-off coming here in the Adrian zone. Face-off coming to the left of Kalinowski. As it's going to be won by the Bulldogs, and they'll just get it out of their zone. As the Cougars attempting to work it up ice, as that pass will be too far out in front. But they'll still hold control as that shot got sent on from an odd angle, but it was a save made. Here come the Bulldogs the other way. Along the right circle, they'll send it around the net. As it's going to be sent back, but to a Cougar. And Sault College will hold from there. As we're a minute through the second period of action. This one's sent down the length of the ice. No icing called. As it'll be cleared off by the ref. Bulldogs with possession. Ricocheting off the boards was the puck, and it's going to be sent back down the other way. And an icing will be called. As the puck will go back down the other length of the ice. And the Sault College zone for a face-off ensuing to the right of Gregory. Face-off will be won by the Cougars, and they'll send it back down, and another icing will be called. Back-to-back icings called on the Cougars as we'll have a face-off getting right back sent down in the Sault College zone. The Cougars making the trip from Ontario, Canada down here into the Mitten State to visit the Adrian College Bulldogs. 3-3 here early on in the second period. Face-off won by the Cougars as they'll send this one down into Adrian's zone, and that's where the Bulldogs will pick it up. This one will be ricocheting off the glass, getting some momentum as the shot will be sent high, but it's going to work back around. Slap shot coming from number 19, and it's going to be a pad save by the Cougars. This one sent along the boards. 2 Bulldogs and 1 Cougar there, and beautiful defense being played by the Bulldogs. As this one sent back down into the Cougar zone, Gregory will play it, and he'll send it around the net. As the Cougars will pick it up initially, and they're going to have a collision near the blue line. And here come the Cougars, as that one will be deflected as they were looking for a pass and a one-timer to be set up. Nothing, and a brewing there, and the puck will be lodged and stuck up in the net. But a beautiful defensive play by the Bulldogs. It was number 7 who hit the ice and laid out and blocked that pass from being completed, as there was a beautiful looking opportunity for the Cougars. Face off in the Adrian College zone will be won by your Bulldogs. This one will be sent up, and that one will hit the rafters, and it will come down, and we'll have another face off back in the Bulldog zone. (3-3) here in the second period of play. Adrian College will win the faceoff, and they're going to work it around their net. This one sent all the way up. Ice is a beautiful bounce off the boards, and it hit the crossbar. Oh, a perfect bounce off the boards. And now the Cougars come the other way. That shot sent high into the net. But that couldn't have been a better deflection, as it got sent off the board behind the net right in front of Gregory. And the puck beat him, but did not beat the crossbar. And we are still tied at 3 apiece. As there's a battle for the puck along the boards, this will be sent down, not cleared out. The Cougars keep it in, shot sent on, and it appeared that hit the post. The Cougars will work it in the Bulldog zone. As not cleared out, Lawrence has a shot on net, deflected high into the netting, and a face-off to come, still in the Adrian zone. As it'll come along the right wing. Face-off will be picked up and controlled by the Cougars. This one sent to the blue line. One-timer sent wide. As deflecting it off the boards, but keeping it in. Beautiful play by Lawrence. Sends it over to Morgan. His shot went wide. As the Cougars trying to work the puck deep, and will be deflected out by the Adrian defense, as the Bulldogs will gain possession in their own zone, and they'll work it around from there. As there's a big hit at center ice. Here come the Bulldogs the other way. This one being sent along. Both teams battling for the puck. No one with really clear possession, and it'll be picked up by the Cougars, sent out of the zone, and Adrian will retreat, and the Cougars will make a line change. Lawrence will try to send it out, but couldn't do so successfully. Big hit there by Lalodi, as he'll send number 20 of the Bulldogs to the ice. Adrian able to keep it in the zone. Battling for the puck behind Gregory are 2 Cougars and 2 Bulldogs. And it'll be picked out by number 9 of Adrian, and his pass will be intercepted. Here come the Cougars the other way, as that shot will be patted away. Save made there by Kalakowski. This one will be sent along. 2-on-2 being set up with a third Cougar dropping back there, and that pass will be deflected. And Adrian will send it around, and the Cougars will come back the other way. As we have a big hit near the blue line, as we have another collision, as that pass will be deflected. The Cougars still hold possession, as it's going to work its way to the blue line. And Adrian held possession for a second, and momentarily they will now successfully get it out of their zone. And this one worked back into the Cougars' end of play. Sault College will hold, as a beautiful pass, as this one will be sent over to Max Cole on the right wing. His pass into the slot, no one home. As Adrian will pick up control of the puck, and they will work it into the Cougars' territory. This one ricocheting off the boards. Picked up by the Bulldogs. looking into the slot for number 18, but that pass got deflected. Adrian College with it from the blue line, and they'll send it in. Puck being worked back around along the right circle as the Cougars with a double team there, and they'll take control of the puck and they'll work it back out of their zone as it's going to go up ahead to number 18 as he'll work it in along the left wing as it's going to be picked up. A wraparound attempt, and that shot never got on net. The Cougars still with control. There will be an upcoming penalty on Adrian as they'll end up touching the puck, but a beautiful looking opportunity for the Cougars. Not to be, but an Adrian College Bulldog will go to the box. That'll be number 16, Andre Tomic, the junior forward. And now a man advantage for the Cougars. Face-off won by Sault College. They'll work it along the right wing. Cole sends a pass across the crease. No one home. The Cougars still controlling possession. Number 15 with it. Gives it over. On the right circle. Waiting patiently. Slap shot set in. Didn't get through as it will be cleared out. As almost making a great attempt there was Thrower to keep the puck in play. Thrower with it at the blue line for the Cougars as they control. As he'll work away into the slot. That shot got deflected wide and not on net. Big hit there along the boards. And there will be another penalty coming up on Adrian. And now we'll have a two-man advantage for the Cougars, as that was Stephen Boskovich being pegged with a penalty. The 6'5" defenseman, and that's a big penalty there for Adrian as he's crucial to the penalty kill. And now it's a two-man advantage for 3 minutes and 6 seconds for the Cougars. 5-on-3 power play and a 3-3 tie. Face-off won by the Cougars. They'll work their way in. They'll circle it around at the blue line and then to the right wing. Shot from that angle, save made on the one-timer. Barbo sends it across. Beautiful passing. Oh, and a save was made on Maloney. A beautiful opportunity, but working from right to left in the crease was the netminder Trevor Kalinowski, and making a beautiful save there. And we are still tied up at 3 apiece. Cole will take the face-off for the Cougars, as it's going to be won by Sault College. As this will be a one-timer set wide. As rifling that one wide was Barreau, and the puck will be sent all the way back into the Cougar zone. As Sault College will race their way in, and there will be an offsides called on the Cougars, as we have 19 seconds remaining on the first the first penalty for Adrian. Still a minute 14 on the second. Face off won by the Cougars as they'll get into the Bulldog zone. They control at the blue line. Barbro getting on through, shot blocked away and into the netting, and another face off will come up. We approach the 11-minute mark here in the second period of play in the Arrington Ice Arena, as the Sault College Cougars are tied with your Adrian College Bulldogs, 3 apiece. No goals coming here in the second period so far. All 6 coming in the first. Face-off won by Sault College. One-timer save made! And they couldn't get a second shot on net. This one will be cleared out. First penalty is over, as we still have a 5-on-4 power play for the Cougars as they try to work their way in. And there will be an offsides called. 46 seconds remain on the second penalty. As Stefan Boskovich is just itching to get back out on the ice for his Bulldogs. Face-off won by the Cougars. They race their way in. Shot scored! A power play goal coming with 40 seconds remaining in the power play. And the Cougars have regained the lead 4-3 as they've scored 2 unanswered. Adrian almost killed off the 5-on-3 penalty. This will be the 5-on-3 power play. But with 40 seconds remaining on the second one, the Cougars find the back of the net. Face-off won initially by the Cougars, but the Bulldogs will take possession. At mid-ice, they battle for it. That's going to ricochet off the boards and a big hit. It's going to be picked up there by Duckstein. He'll race on the right wing. He'll wait and hold and couldn't get a shot on net. Battle for the puck on the low post. It'll be sent back around. And the Cougars control at the blue line. Shot sent on net. Deflected wide. As a whistle will blow. Let's see what the ref stopped play there for, and I believe the puck got sent up into the netting. As yes, that will be the case, as we'll have a face-off coming at the blue line of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Face-off initially won by Duckstein, and the Cougars will end up holding possession. This one sent down into Adrian territory, as the Bulldogs will pick it up initially. They'll send it out of the zone. There's a battle for it on the far boards as we are halfway through the second period of play, and a turnover in their own zone for the Bulldogs, and the Cougars will race for it along the right side, and they'll end up holding possession, and then they'll turn it over. Adrian College works back the other way. That shot sent on net, patted aside, rebound, and they fanning on the shot. There was number 2 of the Bulldogs. A juicy looking rebound on the left circle, but sent wide, and they're still battling for the puck behind the net. As it's going to be worked out to the blue line. Adrian will hold. And that pass getting deflected, and another battle along the boards, and it'll be sent. Turnover in their zone, shot set high. Another good looking opportunity for the Bulldogs, as that was almost a crucial turnover in the Cougars' own zone. That one deflected off of a body and up into the netting, and it was off of a Bulldog, so we'll have a face-off in the Adrian zone. Face-off here on the right wing, picked up by Adrian off of a skate, and then the Cougars will hold possession as they work their way into Adrian territory. Out in front, shot wide. As this one worked back in, caught there in the air by an Adrian defenseman, and the Bulldogs can't control possession. This one worked back around off the boards. Adrian will send this one out, and an icing will be called, as we'll have a face-off in the Adrian territory. Coming to the right of the Bulldogs netminder. Taking it for Adrian, it is number 23, Alex Sodi. As he'll be kicked out. That brings in number 6, Tedrick Tarvis to take the face-off. As Adrian will end up coming with it. As a big hit there, and the Cougars take possession out in front. As the Cougars couldn't get a shot on net. That one sent wide by Lawrence. As it's going to be attempted to send back to Lawrence, but too far out of his reach, and the Cougars will turn it over right in front of the net. Shot, save made, net gets dislodged. And almost a horrible turnover for the Cougars, setting up a breakaway for the Bulldogs. As it appears there will be an Adrian College power play. As in the box for the Cougars is number 19, Anthony Policino, the 6'4" defenseman. So a man advantage, down 1 for the Bulldogs. As let's see if they can knot it up on this power play. The Cougars will win the faceoff. They've dominated in that area so far in this one. As it's going to be sent down. And at mid-ice, it got deflected, and Adrian will lug it in to the Cougar zone. Puck worked behind the net. As Adrian trying now to set up something on offense here. As they'll work it around trying to find the open man. From the blue line down to the low circle. Back up to the blue line. Adrian working it around, looking for an opening. Pass sent over to the other circle, but off the skate of a Bulldog. And the Cougars will send it down. Racing for it is number 20 of the Bulldogs. As Boscovich holds possession, he'll give over to Andre Tomic. He'll race in, trying to get around the defender, and he does successfully. Sends a pass in front as there looked to be an opening for Adrian, but no one home. As here come the Bulldogs the other way. Shot set on net, deflected off of a stick of a Cougar, and then a second opportunity sent wide. A good looking opportunity there for Phil Pugliese. And the Cougars control with 30 seconds remaining out of the power play. And then it'll be a tripping upcoming on the Bulldogs. And that will even it up at a 4-on-4 action for 26 seconds. And then the Cougars will work on a power play of their own. As an easy call for the refs as Dalton Anderson goes to the box for 2 minutes for tripping. Max Cole taking the face-off for the Cougars. For the Bulldogs, it was number 9, Phil Pugliese. It's going to be a 1 by the Bulldogs, so some open ice for a little bit. As the Bulldogs control into Cougar zone. And it appears we'll have an offsides on Adrian. So 11 seconds remain of the 4-on-4 action. And then Sault College will take over on a power play of their own. They'll have 1:37 to work up a man. Face off, won by Adrian. They're going to try to make a quick break as that shot will be patted aside. Here come the Cougars the other way. Power play. This 4-on-4 is over. Power play now for the Cougars. That pass sent wide. Sault College now trying to work with it. Gets deflected up. This one sent off the boards and cleared out of the zone. As Barreau works back for the Cougars. He'll send it up to Rowe. Now he'll drop it back to Barreau at mid-ice. as he'll send a shot on that blocker to side and into the netting. So as the Cougars have a man advantage, they also have a goal advantage here in the second period. 5:23 to go in the second period in the Arrington Ice Arena. Face-off will be won by the Cougars. One-timer from the blue line, went wide. This one now bounced off the boards and clear out of the zone. As the Cougars will hold possession now in their own zone, as this one just sent back in by the assistant captain, number 27 of the Bulldogs. As here come the Cougars the other way. As Cole sends it across, as that shot got deflected wide and then sent back down as we are under 30 seconds remaining on the power play. This would be a big penalty kill for the Bulldogs. As here come the Cougars the other way. Thrower with it. As he will lose control and a 2-on-2 being set up. Here come the Bulldogs the other way. That pass deflected wide into the boards. Adrian coming up empty on that 2-on-2 spurt, but they do kill off the power play. As a big hit there. Slow to get up is number 22 of the Bulldogs. And the Cougars now with it. Cole sends it over. Sault College from blue line to go blue line to blue line. Cole sending a pass out in front. And it went wide off of the stick of number 10 of the Cougars. Here comes Duckstein the other way into the Bulldog zone. Big hit there, sending him to the ice. 3-on-3 for the Bulldogs. Shot set on net and a save made by Gregory. As a tad bit of pushing and shoving after the play. We'll have a face-off here to the left of Gregory for the Cougars. As it's going to be held up and then will bounce out in possession of Sault College. As they will work it around and out of the zone. Now into Adrian territory. That one sent off the boards. Duckstein there trying to control it. Could not, as he was swarmed by 3 Bulldogs, but takes it away. Sent out in front of the net. No shot yet. As it'll be worked back around. Down to the blue line. Shot deflected wide. The Cougars with good pressure here. As they work it low into the zone. As it's going to be deflected into the netting, and we'll have a face-off still in the Adrian territory. We have 2:33 remaining here into the second period in the Arrington Ice Arena. Face-off coming to the left of Trevor Kalinowski. As getting booted out of the face-off circle was Phil Pojalesi. Duckstein taking it for the Cougars, and he'll end up winning it. Lawrence sends a shot as it will be deflected wide off of a body. Adrian now trying to control. They'll race into the Cougar zone with a head of steam, as that one will be deflected wide, and then that shot nowhere near the net. The Cougars now trying to gain possession as they will at their own blue line, and they'll race in. Here comes Morgan. He'll drop it back as that one will be sent across the net and wide. Was looking for someone out in front. No one home for the Cougars. We're inside 2 minutes to play in the second period. Adrian with it in Cougar territory as there's a battle for the puck along the near board. And it's going to be sent off of the boards, off the glass, and into the netting and out of play. Face off now. Coming near the blue line of the Cougars. As it'll be won by Sault College, as they're now gonna dump it into Adrian's zone, and it gets deflected up and then kicked along, and then a big hit at center ice. Adrian tried to control, and then they send the message right back. A couple big hits, one for each team on center ice, as number 15 tried to control it into the zone, and he could not, as it'll be sent back down the other way. The Cougars controlling their own zone. Stephanie trying to battle for it as it'll be sent up. As the Cougars with it. As the pass will be sent out in front. But the defense too good by Adrian as they'll send it back the other way. Number 22 racing in. And there will be an offsides called. As it appeared, number 27, Justin Session, the 5'8" junior, was attempting to go and make a line change. Well, that set up an offsides for the Bulldogs. About 45.5 seconds to go in the second period. 6 goals scored in the first period, only 1 here in the second. As here come the Bulldogs with a good looking break, but it's going to be deflected out by the Cougar defense and then back into Adrian's zone, and they'll have to reset up. Time for 1, maybe 2 more rushes here in the period. Shot set on, save made by Anthony. This will be by Gregory's. It's going to be sent back down the length of the ice. As we'll have an icing with a little under 12 seconds to play in the second period. Face-off coming to the left of the netminder for the Cougars, as it's going to be won by the Bulldogs with 7 seconds remaining. There's going to be a scrum for it, and Sault College will just send it around the boards. Adrian can't control, and that will take us to the end of the second period with the visiting Sault College Cougars holding a 4-3 lead over your Adrian College Bulldogs, as we have 20 minutes still to go and some extracurricular activities coming up near the Adrian bench, as we have still some extra talking in the middle of it for Sault College as Ryan Vandermeer. Refs will get him over to his side. Both teams still jawing at it, not going to the locker room just yet. Tanner May now for the Cougars will go into the locker room, and now we are going to take a quick intermission as we head to the third period. Your Bulldogs trail 4-3.